this Monday, starting off very soggy for your work week. It is a weather worn day. Haven't had any reports of flooding just yet, but I am anticipating those reports to come in as we go throughout the afternoon because the rain is coming down in heavy doses. We could expect this to continue even through the evening. Much of the region looks a lot like this picture here on our Highlands camera. Weather worn day indicating flash flooding is a concern again through tonight. Gusty winds as well. With saturated grounds, we could see some of those trees topple over and some isolated power outages. And again, that isolated flooding is in part due to Isaias from the coast here, that onshore flow, along with that cold front that's stalled across the region. We're seeing a lot of rain and even some strong thunderstorms out there as well. Here's a look at where the heaviest rain from the tropical system is expected to fall, mainly along the North and South Carolina coastline, but also in central portion of North Carolina around the Raleigh region. They could see anywhere from 3 to 6 inches of rain. Isolated areas could see upwards of 8 inches, along with several feet of storm surge, which is that water that pushes on shore. So a lot of flooding expected there, along with those 70+ mile-per-hour winds expected. Here's the axis of rain that we've seen over and over again in the mountains through the day today. This is just looping the last hour, and it's really those southwestern mountains, eastern portions of Buncombe County on up towards McDowell County and into Burke County. This thunderstorm was pretty strong in the Brevard area. It's starting to weaken there, moving through portions of Henderson County right now and into southern portions of Buncombe County. 40-mile-per-hour wind associated with this, up to 2 inches per hour of rain, moving in a northeasterly direction at 15 miles an hour. So I encourage you to stay indoors if you live in any of these communities here. That does include the eastern side of Asheville out towards Swannanoa and Fairview. Interstate 40, likely there's some ponding on the roads there, even 26 and out towards Mary and Highway 70. So a lot of folks impacted here for the lunch hour with those storms, and that will continue as we go throughout mid-afternoon. Here's 3 o'clock. Areas east of Asheville still seeing that heavy rain. We could see a bit of a lull, but I think still a lot of clouds and some spotty rain showers, and then potentially some stronger storms by 5, 6 o'clock, moving again along those same locations. And that's the repeated storms, what we call training. That's going to add to the chance for some flash flooding through the evening hours. Sun going down, the water could still be high and still rising along some of those areas, creeks and rivers. So that's the concern there for the flash flooding. The severe storm threat is low today from the Storm Prediction Center, but we could still see some strong gusty winds. We've already seen that, some hail, a low tornado risk. Just be ready to take action. Anywhere across western North Carolina, we could see these flash flooding occur. Again, it's going to be those low-lying areas, places that typically flood. We'll see this, but also what we call urban street flooding. So those rivers that are created along those small roads, even in areas like Asheville, we're going to be seeing that as these strong thunderstorms roll through the region. And here's an indication as to how much rain we could see. Up to 1-2 inches per hour at times, and others won't see quite so much. So again, those rivers continue to rise into tonight and tomorrow, and then things start to turn a little bit calmer for Tuesday. A little cooler today. Highs only in the lower 80s compared to the upper 80s, which is what we felt yesterday. Weather worn day today, and this will be the most active day likely of the week as Isaias moves along the coastline. That threat will exit the western North Carolina area. Afternoon storms possible each and every day, even as we head into this weekend. Temperatures back to the middle 80s.
And Asheville police are searching for a missing man. They say his life could be in danger. Theodore King was last seen on Mills Gap Road driving a 2019 Nissan utility vehicle. He is described as 5'6" and 150 pounds. King may be traveling to Cary or Raleigh. If you see him, call Asheville police. Students began moving into Western Carolina University dorms this past weekend. Classes don't begin until August 17th, but some students moved in early to help maintain social distancing. On and off campus students will receive a packet of personal protection equipment, including masks and sanitizer. The fun is over at Asheville's Fun Depot. The business closed its doors for good last night. We spoke with the owner about his decision to shut down. David Day says the pandemic caused a severe loss of revenue. Day says the popular spot he developed almost 2 decades ago was all worth it. Now here's meteorologist Ingrid Alstead with your Skywatch forecast.
A weather warned day at News 13 today and tonight. We could see some heavy rain, some flash flooding possibly, strong gusty winds as well. So if you live in a low-lying area, if you've seen flooding in previous days or weeks, be on standby, especially when you get those big thunderstorms that don't move very quickly. Flash flood watch is in effect until tomorrow morning for those low-lying areas. Streets, streams, creeks, rivers, all those areas could see high water. McDowell, Yancey, Mitchell counties at greatest risk, but anywhere in our viewing area, there is the chance for the Weather Prediction Center to see an elevated risk of severe weather and heavy rain, leading to some flooding concerns. Tomorrow, scattered afternoon storms, a few on Wednesday and each day this week. Temperatures staying in the lower 80s. Have a great week.